Level. Welcome to the Unknowns motherfucking podcast. We just did fucking 20-30 minutes of is it working? Is it not working? Is it working? And so I want to say fuck Microsoft. Wait, who do I blame for that? Yeah, I guess it's an Xbox problem.
Yeah.
Fuck Microsoft. Get your shit together. We love Microsoft, but we don't. We only love Microsoft because we don't fuck with Apple.
Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being
Turn your TV down. That shit is mad loud.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet. Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's
Then why the fuck can I hear it through your mic?
He's
Not
on that
mine.
carrier, and he's calling for help.
I don't know. Now I gotta turn my TV down too. Can you hear the game through mine?
Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon. It's your call, Sergeant.
Yeah, I can't.
Maybe that was.
We're going in.
Yeah, I can't hear it. I can't hear it now.
Marines.
Yeah, your earpiece mad sensitive. That's how earpieces be though. Can you hear mine in the background?
Hey, wake up.
Shake it off, Marines.
Okay, and let me see how it sounds on Twitch.
Go, go, go.
Shit, it just stopped talking. One more time. Welcome to the motherfucking unknowns. Oh, we gonna try not to curse.
Time.
You said what?
Welcome to the unknown nap time podcast.
Oh goodness, nap time laboratory.
It took us. Yeah, it took us a minute to wake up, but we out here.
Right, it took us. Dang, we don't even want to shout out to them people. It took us a coffee drink, one chocolate coffee drink on iced coffee drink on Mobius's part, one caramel coffee drink on Shady Cartier's. From the Devil House.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Don't be talking about them peoples.
No, I was say shout out to husband. Tell him we couldn't be here.
Yeah, without husband though,
Glorious energy.
we would not be coherent.
Yes.
What's good, man? Welcome to the labs. Like, yo, I gotta do this like 5 times, so at least one of these openings will be good enough. So yeah, let's stay right here for a second. So welcome to the unknown laboratory. You already know what it is, man. We barely awake out this beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm having laptop issues, still trying to upload the last episode. So pardon my French for that, guys. Technical difficulties for the 2022 is like, what the fuck? I got big aggression and anger towards Microsoft because they've been having issues with the party chats and all that for like 48 hours now. They said they was gonna fix that shit. Like last night I was on Red Dead Redemption. Shout out to a very racially motivated game. But that shit is still stressing me the fuck out. Like, me and Mobius had to go through a lot. And one of the reasons why we switched to Xbox and we switched to Twitch was because we thought it'd be easier than using the VR platforms that we were using before. Shout out to Async Reality Telecom. And so that shit is just, how you on this dude's head? Like, that shit look wild. Anyway, we out here, man. We finally fucking made it to this 3rd episode of the year. It's still barely January. You already know what we got for you. We got some hip-hop news. We got some fucked up ass current events as usual. We got a little rabbit hole about murder, tough subject. And, you know, we just talking about what's going on in the world today. You know how we do. Nothing new. So it's Shady Cartier, it's your girl, and it's your boy Mobius. Say what's up.
What's going on?
Look at them.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So So I guess I'll start out with the, shout out to the Game Pass. It has brought us one of Mobius's favorite games, favorite games of like, I guess series of games, is that what I would call it? Of all time.
If it wasn't for Halo, I wouldn't even be on Xbox.
Damn, you sound like a traitor.
I mean, because we had PlayStation. My cousin had the Xbox. The only time I played Halo was when I went over his house. So,
Damn.
years of getting slapped around by him, and then playing, the single player together and stuff. All right, cool. So whatever. And then a bunch of the games that I played on PlayStation, like Tekken, Ace Combat, and a couple other games, they moved over to Xbox and became, multi-plats. And I was like, oh. And then the Xbox was like cheaper at the time, so it just made sense to get it. So if it wasn't for Halo 3, I don't even know what type of person I'd be right now. That definitely
And
music to art influence and stuff. That definitely had a big part. And so
and shout out to your sister,
yeah,
because I bought the gift card to get the Xbox for myself, but then I end up not even getting it. I gave it to Uncle so he could take you, because I had a $300 gift card. So I remember when the 360 came out, it was $300, but I ain't had no money to get you no games. So I gave him the gift card and was like, I already basically bought the Xbox, but get him the games. And then you gave me your PlayStation 2, and I had bought it was some off-brand Sims.
bunch of games.
Nah, but the one particular game I wanted to play, because I was on PC shit, I was on my Sims shit heavy. So it was some off-brand version of Sims that I was playing on that junk, and I was playing the Sims, and I had that Sims Castaway. All of that shit was on PlayStation. And so you had the PS2, you gave me the PS2, and you got the new Xbox, and then eventually down the line I got an Xbox 2, and it was like, oh yeah, me and Brody could play together. I literally didn't stop playing PlayStation 2 until the games that I had was crashing. Like, there was so many glitches in The Sims on PlayStation 2 and on the other game that I was just like, okay, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, I need a new console. Like, I have to get me one. And I finally got an Xbox 360. And unlike Brody here, who, you had to go through 2 or 3 Xbox 360s.
It was 2.
Yeah, unlike Brody, I still have my original Xbox 360. Of course, it don't play no fucking discs.
Nope.
So yeah, so that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. We done came a long way, but definitely, I don't know. I'm just not I never, ever done the Sony Walkman. Never really been a fan of Sony. That's just me. Never really been a super fan of Sony. So I guess that's just our story. Yeah, I mean, listen, the best game I ever played, and now it's finally a fucking movie. I gotta talk about that too. I didn't even look that up to talk about it, matter of fact. I'm gonna pull that up. The motherfucking, I don't even want to say it. The build up. Motherfucking Uncharted. Yes! Oh my goodness, I'm too excited. I'm mad they put fucking Spider-Man as the lead guy in Uncharted.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ock about that. I don't know how he feels. He seems a bit too young. Like, his character seems a bit too young to be great. But, Mark
To be
Wahlberg,
getting all these roles, you mean? Or?
No, I mean, just like, Nathan Drake's probably like.
How do I shoot?
It's just hard to see him.
I just threw a
you
grenade. Yeah, because I'm fucked up from playing. Yeah, I'm fucked up from playing Red Dead.
Yeah.
And where I go, yay! When you kill the bad guy.
Birthday party. Yeah, scrap birthday
The fuck is this?
party. Anytime you get a headshot, explode with. Aiming is right thumbstick. So if you want to aim, you gotta use it.
Okay, because I was like, yeah, this Red Dead Redemption shit, playing on Rockstar really got me fucked up. Like, blame that shit. Your energy shields are down, take cover. Okay, well, I'm gonna stand back here. This shit looks so weird. Anyway, yeah. So you said you ain't know how you feel, and then, yeah, his supporting actor is Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, who I could see definitely see as Nathan Drake, but he just sounds like he's too Boston-y or something.
Oh my goodness.
So putting them together
with the accent shit.
Yeah.
He's shitting on the accent already.
But Nathan Fillion played. Who was actually a character. He played a version of Nathan, like a fan-made kind of promotional Uncharted that's on YouTube.
New contact.
So I'm pretty sure he either voice acted or like either way, like having Nathan Drake would just be much better. That might just be.
I don't even know who this guy who you talking about, but Nathan Fillion. What movies was he in?
He's in Castle, the TV show. Playing
I don't know.
The guy in the Rookie.
I don't know.
He Buck in ODST.
Okay, hold on.
He is in a couple other shows. Oh, he's the lead guy in Firefly.
None of this shit Mobius is talking about. I have no clue about anything.
Anyway, so before we get too off topic, the reason we're playing Halo is because very recently the legacy servers for the 360 all shut down.
Wow, hold on. They just shutting down. It's 2022. They just shutting down the servers for Halo on the 360.
Yes.
That means the fan base was off the chain. Cause I thought.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 2 generations of consoles ago. So it's a somber moment. But you know, 360 stopped being used for a long time ago. You know, everybody's on the one, and you're not on the one.
You're probably somebody's child.
Yeah.
Who was given a 360 because they don't want you touching their one.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm really surprised. Like the whole. I'm not even in front of the screen. But no, I'm just surprised because, like you pointed out, that's 2 consoles ago. So.
Yeah. So Halo 3 shut down. Reach server shut down. The ODST server shut down. I think Halo 4's server shut down. So
I was about to say, when you say the name of them, I don't know which numbers of the game are you talking about. So what number was Reach?
Reach would be the 4th game, but chronologically it's the 1st game.
Right, so it's like a 3.5.
If that makes sense.
Because it's like 3.5 because they made Halo 4.
No, that would be ODST, the Halo 3.5. So story-wise,
They got so much shit going on with them.
Halo Reach starts the universe. That's where everything starts. In terms of when it came out, you know, years after Halo 1. Halo 1, the first Halo ever. So, logically, Halo 1 was the first. That's where Xbox came from. So, but story-wise, the story takes place in Halo 1, and it's Halo 2, which we're playing now. This is the remaster. Halo 3. Then it's Halo 4, and then it's immediately after. And then it's Halo 5. Yes, it was during Halo 2.
And,
It's only a while.
and we're not at all counting the only Halo games that I ever freaking owned, which is
Halo Wars.
Halo Wars 1 and 2. And so, just to be clear, I have no clue about what the fuck Mobius is talking about. I ain't never played them shits. I don't know nothing about them. All right, I'm back. I don't know nothing about them shits, like, at all. But I did enjoy Halo Wars 1 and 2. I think you, pretty sure you bought me those games. I really like that style of game. Oh, okay. I really like that style of game. There's only one other game that I ever played like that, and it's a PC game, and it's very, very old. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, it's like you're the military captain, and you gotta guide them and show them where to go and come up, like you said, strategy. So, yeah, I fuck with that shit. Damn, I keep throwing grenades when I'm trying to fucking aim. I'm telling you, this shit, going from Rockstar to, well, Black Ops to Rockstar is annoying.
In pretty much any other shooter besides Halo, which you can change the controls to make it a little more modern, but probably better off with but alright, getting to the news. Modeling too long.
Yep. Okay, let me take cover. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even get to make the comment about Antonio Banderas. He old as shit, and I'm so happy that he's back in the movie in Uncharted. Anyway, very excited to see that movie. Gaming news. The only thing we got to talk about is Microsoft buying Activision.
There's a couple other things, but I was gonna let you first laptop.
Oh, because I don't know shit about that. I mean, like, I don't know. Shit, I just died.
You just got killed.
Yeah, I didn't know I was in the worst possible place. I didn't know, like, I don't know why they chose to buy it. You were kind of explaining that to me earlier. The only thing I could say from a person who watches stocks and shit, and the fact that we have been reporting on all the shady fucking sexual lawsuits and all the wild ass shit that's been happening with Activision, like, just from a watching stocks standpoint, it seemed like, hey, you guys are so fucking down bad that, yeah, you need to be revamped. You need somebody to buy you out and be like, oh, we're different and we're gonna not be on the same bullshit to restore confidence in your fucking fans. And I don't know if things were like really that bad in terms of sales for Activision.
No, they was printing hella money in terms of company assets. Microsoft acquired them more or less a deal. So that's a big incentive. Is I can buy you a lot less than you would normally cost, and then I'm gonna be able to do what I want. You know. But that said, Microsoft is not the last series. Pretty much, at least all of them. Most Activision Blizzard. So, you know, you don't have to worry about PlayStation fans. You don't have to worry about a friend of mine and my friend had a long conversation about implications though, because it means Sony and other studios do the same thing. It's pretty much anybody with money be able to go, hey,
how the fuck do I get ammo? My bad.
You just walk over it.
Yeah, where?
So find some red package.
A red package? Fuck, I'm walking over alien dead bodies.
Yeah, they're not humans.
No, I'm saying they won't even let me pick up their alien weapons. Do I have another gun? Oh yeah, I do got another gun. Okay. Because I'm out of ammo in that one gun.
You're not.
I am.
Pick up your...
I have no ammo in this gun.
Okay, well, come on.
Alright.
This is Earth, so there's plenty
Grave
of
sites on the
ammo.
other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all
That's
over.
a lot.
Follow
Yeah.
me.
Prayer
Is that an alien turret?
I actually just picked it up. Yes, it was.
It look kind of cool.
Yeah. So that's Activision,
Stay out of sight.
Blizzard. They've been setting up far too long.
Oh, now I got my shotgun. I know this ain't shotgun. Ooh, they busting. Alright, so this one article says, shout out to VideoGameChronicle.com. Retailer reportedly puts warning notice on PS5. Microsoft has bought Activision. So is that kind of like what you were saying, that the possibility of just like warning they're gonna take the titles from PS5?
Yeah, that was.
It's
that
possible.
Was a concern people had. Yeah, they said they weren't going to. It sets a precedent that
Give some ground.
other studios might do that. So, for we talked about the Google Stadia, they'll accurately. Google might go, okay, our team cost expensive to build our own, but we could just buy Sony outright. That'd be cheaper. It'd make the game. We could have total control over everything. So,
But is Sony gonna sell? No. The Sony's fucking huge too.
The highest
Not-
concentration
not
of
Google.
Covenant troops is directly below the carrier.
I don't know, I find that hard to believe. They make TVs. Google don't make no fucking TVs. Like, I would literally have to look that up, because Sony makes TVs, Sony makes audio equipment, and they make video games. And that's just the top things that I could think of that they do make. Are you driving this car here, or?
Driving, so you want to ride a shotgun, or you?
It look like ain't no space for me. I'm just standing on top. Which is so dumb.
Get
The fuck out then. I don't know how to tell them to get out. I ain't got no ammo in neither one of my guns now. Come on, man.
Get on the 50.
This shit weak. Hold up, how do I get on
Hold
there?
X. Use your
Ain't
eyes.
nobody telling me. On the screen it don't say come here and press X, and when I press X it look like a flashlight come on. That's all that's happening on my screen. Did you just sneeze? Oh no, it says RB to operate Warhog. Okay, you're right. Use your eyes. Ooh, I'm annoyed. Alright. I don't have any eyes. Yeah, who driving? Trash driver.
I wanted to get the ammo.
I need the fucking ammo. I'm fucking down
We both need
bad.
ammo.
No, I have no ammo in neither one of my guns. Like, what? Yeah, I'm about to swap for these fucking alien guns. I thought I could hold LB. So I got one alien gun.
But yeah, so yeah, it's not. It's great for consumers right now because we get to just play more games. Hopefully, they'll be managed better. You know, less
It's go time.
give up your money and more.
You can drive me around all day.
games together. Shoot! Wake up! Start shoot.
Hey, I'm trying to report here. You're too invested in this game. And you keep advancing like I'm not sitting here with a laptop trying to read topics. Like, don't do this at home, guys. Don't try to report on news and play games at the same time. Not even play games, win games. Like, Mobius is invested. This is his shit. And I'm like, I don't care if we die. La 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 la. Reports. Die, sir. And they funny with this. Yay!
Wanna see something cool?
Wanna see something cool.
Press the back button. Controller.
B?
The back button. Select. Be select.
I'm about to say we don't have that. Wait, what is it? Nighttime? Is it nighttime? Why does it just change the whole? It's the desert? Do we change the rendering? Wow.
That's what the original graphics look
Wow. Trash. It looked like
like.
absolute trash. So when the game first came out, it looked like that.
Yeah, on the original.
The carrier just launched a wave of
Trash.
pods.
On
They're
the
inbound on your
original
position.
Xbox? I thought we were playing
Yeah.
Halo 3.
This is Halo 2.
Oh,
Anniversary.
fuck. Mobius is trash.
Full of rats.
Anyway, this is Mobius'
swimming.
pick. I'm not gonna hate for too long. Next episode, we're gonna be playing from
We've been analyzing
possibly
cabinet
Terraria,
tactical
which
checks.
is
We're surprised.
way less exciting,
They
guys.
expected us to be here. Not
Or we might go retro
humanity.
and do Perfect Dark.
Odd, I know.
So,
but it does help explain
I
why
wish
they
we
keep
had
these
Probably.
small
more subscribers that could actually vote on this. So it'd be like your choice. So it could be the people's choice. But anyway. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to shoot, jack off. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot. That's all I got. Let's see. Let's see if there's another tab for gaming news. I don't know. Oh yeah, you did pick a whole bunch of tabs.
Yeah.
What?
like I
Not
said,
this Battlefield 2042 shit. Fuck.
Hey, read my gaming news. You got the laptop.
I don't have no more gaming news, bro.
No, not gaming news. The hip hop news. All the other stuff you wanted to talk about.
I don't have no. Alright, so the only thing I got for hip hop. Yeah, you started the game too quick. The only thing I have for hip hop news is I'm very upset. So when I looked up hip hop news, that job was like, oh, guys, we're introducing a new segment that we're gonna try to add consistently, which is hip hop news, but it hasn't been officially added because we're actually gonna dedicate a whole episode to hip hop before we get into that. You know how we like to do, tell you how to play the game, what the game is, go down the rabbit hole, so we're gonna do that. Wait, should we get out this car because it's on fire? It's on fire though. This doesn't seem safe. It's fine. If this was fucking Black Ops, we would blow up in like 30 fucking seconds. But anyway, alright. So when I looked up hip hop news, I was very disturbed to find this article by WLKY. .com. I don't know whose fucking news or town is this supposed to be from. But look inside the new hip hop themed grilled cheese restaurant in Fern Creek. What the fuck are you talking about? So before I like start reading about it, I just want to say I'm absolutely disturbed by this. Because well, let me ask you first, Mobius. When you hear of a hip hop themed grilled cheese restaurant, what is the vibe that you get from that shit? What's the vibe?
None at all. Restaurants.
I mean,
Hip hop chicken was a count.
I know. That's a New York restaurant, and I don't even feel like it's themed hip hop. Like, it's just chicken in a box. Like, I don't even like think they have like pictures of hip hop artists on the wall. Like, I only been to Hip Hop Chicken like once or twice in my life. So, yeah. Okay, so Mobius is annoying because he's not playing along. What I'm saying is, and I agree with you though, I don't know of like a hip hop themed restaurant at all other than Hip Hop Chicken, and I don't think it's necessarily themed hip hop. I know we did talk about last year, or maybe we did, maybe we didn't, the Eminem coming out with the mom spaghetti bullshit, and that was like quite ridiculous. Wait, I don't have any ammo, so why I hop out the whip? Ooh,
So what the
that was terrible. So let me just say, my first thought is grilled cheese is a poor people sandwich. So now we have a poor people hip hop themed restaurant. I'm not with that shit. It just gave me negative vibes. I could have said it easier, quicker, or faster, but it just gave me negative vibes. Like it don't sound like something I would be proud of as a black person who's known for, we brought the hip hop culture out here. Like as a black person who was a rapper or a writer or an artist or a performer, like I'm not with that shit. But all right, so here we go. Louisville, Kentucky. A new restaurant in Fern Creek is amping up your traditional grilled cheese sandwich. Melt 502 is the name. And the owners are taking their love of hip hop music and food and merging them together. The menu showcases a variety of items with music-related names. A grilled cheese on white bread is called a Slim Shady. That's funny. And the theme continues with the Hot Boy signature melt M.I.A.O. egg roll. What the fuck is a... I have no idea what's an MIAO egg roll. I need more. I need more description. Owners Ronaldo Murphy and Jamel Smith became friends in middle school and decided to come up with this shitty ass. Well, no, it says that they had a great idea to open up a food truck, but yeah, no, this shit is weird. So they started a food truck in 2020. And now they got a brick and mortar. Like, I don't know. I just got mixed feelings about it. You know, the inside of the restaurant, it got a stage. They showing the stage. So I guess they could do like open mics nights there. They showing the grilled cheese. They showing the egg rolls. Yeah, no. It just don't make me feel like proud to be black. So that's all I have to say about that. But shout out to y'all. I hope y'all prosper in everything that you do, and I hope that I hope that it helps the community in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? It's not telling me how to get on here with y'all.
That's
Why?
fine.
Just jump on the side. Just stand right here. Okay. Anyway, the only other the hip hop news that Mobius gave me that I didn't fucking know about. Chris Brown, known for slapping around Rihanna and making sexually charged music. Wow, I really don't even want to talk about this shit. Like I'm so tired of hearing about this shit. I'm about to say because that didn't pop up. It just talked. Nah, when you put Chris Brown in, the rape shit didn't even pop up. Okay, so now I just put sued. Okay, so let's see. We got CBS News and we got Yahoo News. So I guess we'll go with CBS. Chris Brown sued for allegedly drugging and raping a woman on a yacht in Florida. Well, I don't know. My only issue with the drugging part is like, if it's I think we talked about this before. If it's a Ricky Ross, you ain't even know a situation. Like, there's two reasons why I do not fuck with Rick Ross. There's a real criminal named Rick Ross. That is not your birth name, Rick Ross. You're gonna come up with a rap character identity and name it Rick Ross after a real person that's still alive. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Like with me just telling you, because I know you didn't know that before.
Right. I mean, we talked about it.
Yeah, I thought we did.
You told me about it. that was kind of the extent. So, I mean, it should open up to lawsuits for defamation of character. Something, but I mean, it's just naming yourself after characters, having a stage name. If the original Rick Ross was dead, all right,
That'd be different, right?
yeah.
That motherfucker's still alive. Did George freeze?
Yeah.
Yo. Fuck.
That's fine.
Wait, I can't say fuck Activision, right? Whose fault is this? I keep just trying to figure out whose fault it is. That's all I be trying to figure out. Is whose fault.
Microsoft.
It was Microsoft. Fucking Microsoft. Because it's not like it just kicked me out the game. So I can't say my Xbox is fucked up. But it kicked both of us out. And it said, it didn't even give me a server message. It said something else.
Well, yeah. So
Whatever.
it's,
So, yeah.
I do think it gets into kind of with the weird territory.
Fucking
like,
weirdo.
He's still alive, so at the very least, lawsuits for defamation, maybe, or what was I gonna say? Or maybe he should get royalties because he's using his, maybe not his likeness, but he's using his name, like his actual name. So
Yeah, and I need to
Yeah.
look that up if that's like his real birth name or was that his street?
Rick Ross.
Yeah, the real Rick Ross.
Uh-huh.
Is that his real? Is that his government name, or is that just the street name that he was known for when he was selling drugs and committing crimes? Because he was I believe he was in jail when Rick Ross came out, so it like wasn't even a thing until he got out of jail, and it was like, yo, this nigga's real life, like portraying my life, like, and that was a whole nother thing because Rick Ross was like a not a parole officer. He worked at a prison. And he like tried to deny that. Like 50 Cent blew all this shit out the water, but he tried to deny that he worked at a prison, blah, blah, blah. I say all that to say he came out with a song called You Ain't Even Know It. It was a popular song. And he was like, put Molly in her drink and she ain't even know it. So that's what my concern is with the rape allegations, because nowadays I feel like drugs is so popular that it's just a little bit harder for me to determine whether you was turning up and you was partying and you was voluntarily doing drugs, and then something else happened that you didn't want to happen, which is the rape part, or, and you're just using that as an excuse, oh, he drugged me and he raped me, to add into it. Especially when you get your lawyer involved, they're going to say whatever the fuck they got to say to make it all like look good, you know what I'm saying, and stick. Or, did you really, was there really Molly, that makes you feel sexual sometimes? Some people say it's marijuana makes them feel sexual. Ecstasy is definitely a throwback from back in the day. Then we got shit like Spanish Fly. That's the shit that Bill Cosby said he would put into the girls' drinks, and they will be ready, willing, and able. Like, the point is, it changes whatever you pre-decided. Like, when you put yourself in certain situations, I feel like as a woman, we kind of have a talk with ourselves. And the comedian said this shit a long time ago. When we meet a guy, we know within 5 minutes or 10 minutes whether we're going to fuck them or not. Just because you're a celebrity, doesn't mean that I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna fuck this guy within, you know what I'm saying? Like that was pre-decided. Like, sometimes bitches got long game strategies. Like, I want him to think that I'm not a hoe, so I'm not gonna fuck him. And then you put in a situation where that shit end up happening. There's, everybody has a right to change their mind. But did you change your mind because you was under the influence and the drugs made you change your mind? Which I feel like that's a really gray area for rape. That to me, that's a really, really, really gray area for rape. I didn't want to have sex with this person, but under some circumstances it ended up happening. Or was it straight up, bitch, you gonna give me this pussy? Like, So I just, it's just a hard subject as a woman for me to deal with because I feel like that whole Me Too movement made it harder for women to be trusted or even taken seriously in regards to rape. And that just really sucks. Like, we already, as a woman, I'm already a part of a culture that I feel like does not, in general, does not take women seriously, period. And especially from all the years of me growing up, all the old ass movies that I done seen, it seemed like they really, like back in the day, like they just be like, rape, bitch, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the young girls, it's your fault. I hate to say this, but even Erica Badu said that the 14-year-old girl, she wearing a short skirt, it's her fault that the man is looking at her sexually. I don't agree with that statement. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? She could be wearing the school uniform. Blame it on the school, because the bitch ain't pick out her own school uniform. Excuse me, the young lady, so anyway, that was just way too much elaboration on how I feel about the subject. I just, like, this is just, already know, the shit with Rihanna, like, I feel like they was in a consensual relationship. And so violence is different from, obviously, sexual abuse. And so we don't really have any, like, prerequisites, unless there were some other lawsuits that just didn't get put on blast. We don't have any other incidents that we're well known in the public about whether this is the type of characteristic he has. But we do know for a fact that there's a lot of celebrities who get caught up in their motherfucking head thinking I'm a celebrity and everybody want to fuck me. And unfortunately, that's not the case, which then the women end up being raped because just because I adore you and I worship you doesn't mean I want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And I love The Weeknd, but whether I would want to get fucked by him, I don't know. You could fuck 1,000 women out here. So I don't know if I want to be on that list. I want to be around you. I want to turn up with you, but to be another notch on your belt, I don't know. Anyway, back to the story. CBS News. Rapper Chris Brown has been accused of assaulting a professional dancer on board a yacht near rapper Sean Diddy Combs' Florida home. The dancer, who is referred in a lawsuit as Jane Doe Smart, claims the 32-year-old used his power influence to drug and assault her against her will, causing her lasting emotional harm. In the complaint filed in December from a Miami trip, Brown invited her and another friend to visit Diddy's house on Star Island to talk about their music. Oh my goodness. The number one ploy, this shit is in every movie. Like, who wrote this story? And that's what also makes it harder to fucking believe. Like, all the top rape stories seem like they're about fucking, I want to listen to your music. I want to give you a chance to be a star. Oh, really? I just want some pussy. Can we make a different? I don't know. Whatever. If you want to keep playing it, that's fine. Because I'm just going to keep reading my story. So, that's fucked up. Anyway, all right. Back to it. Star Island, they're supposed to be talking about her music career. While on the boat, Jane Doe said she and Chris Brown had a drink he mixed. Before, she felt a sudden, unexplained change in consciousness. She described feeling disoriented and physically unstable while being pushed into a bedroom by Brown. Jane Doe said she attempted to leave, but Brown ignored her pleas to stop and assaulted her. So I wonder where her friend was. Was she with Diddy? Was she with another musician? Or was she with the shits? Okay. After telling a friend, Jane Doe left the yacht and had minimal contact with Brown, besides taking the Plan B pill at his urging. Brown allegedly told Doe he was faded and didn't remember some parts of their encounter. After returning to California, Jane Doe claims she took an STD test and maintained minimal contact with Brown. I definitely wouldn't have took no damn no Plan B pill. Okay? But I have heard the situations where guys will either go to the store, buy for you, or pressure you to the point where you feel like you have to or have no choice but to take the fucking pill. So, and even back in the day, the abortion shit, which always blew my mind and made me feel like, how could you get somebody to make you go through all that? It's not like just walking in CVS and grabbing a pill to kill the possible baby. It's going through a whole procedure, and that's a lot of mental and emotional manipulation to get someone to do that to their body. Okay. On August 26, 2021, Jane Doe says she visited Chris Brown's home studio in California for the second time. After refusing to join him upstairs in the bedroom, Brown called her a slut and implied she would not have a music career if she refused to sleep with him. Jane Doe says that the alleged assault has experienced dramatic mood swings, loss of appetite, panic attacks, and engaged in self-harm. She's asking for over $20 million in damages. Brown has not responded yet to the allegations. This isn't the first time that Brown has been accused of sexual assault. I thought he was just accused of assault, not sexual assault. I didn't know that. The suit mentions...
Rape.
Go ahead.
Duh.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something.
Yeah, it's sexual assault because it's rape. If it was just assault, he'd be sued for assault, not...
No. That's what I'm saying. I thought he just in the past had issues with not just Rihanna, after Rihanna, of putting his hands on women. I didn't know that he was also accused. Well, no, it do say assault. This is not the first time he was accused of assault. The suit mentions several of Brown's infractions. In 2017, a former girlfriend was granted a restraining order against him in 2019, and he was detained in Paris for an alleged assault, and in 2009, of course, battery of Rihanna. Okay, so yeah, that's not sexual assault. So, okay, so as far as we know, this is like the first sexual assault charge. Apparently, those other women wanted to have sex with him. It's the violence part, that's obviously an issue, and obviously happens when you turn someone down. And so I hate that the hip hop news got to be like that, but like I said, I didn't know. Mobius put me on that, like, this is what's happening now. All of that happened last year, but it's just now, coming out in the open and becoming a big fucking deal. And it's just unfortunate. Like, I was watching Kwame Brown podcast on YouTube. I don't even know if you call it a podcast, YouTube show, or whatever you want to call it, like the Labs. I was watching that shit. I watch it every now and then, and one of the things that he was talking about is, he doesn't want to talk about the negative sides of things. I'm in the game with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He don't like to talk about the negative things that's happening in the black culture, basically. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to bring those things up. He don't want to talk about it. He don't want to put that shit on blast. Like, he only comes for people who comes for him, basically. Are we on the next board or just a different board?
This is a different game.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. How the fuck you get up there? It looked like you on the other side of these rocks.
Yep.
I don't know how to get to where the fuck you are. Talking about people.
It'll teleport you.
Oh, alright. So no, that's just the point I wanted to make. Like, I don't want to report on the negative side, of things, and I definitely don't ever want to talk about. I just don't want to be on the negative side, and it just sucks when that's current events and that's what's happening, and that's what these motherfuckers are doing. But me and Mobius ain't we don't give a fuck about celebrities. At the end of the day, you just a regular person. A regular person out here, just like the shitty ass cops, can fucking rape and abuse of power, all types of fucked up shit. They be doing that shit too. So it's like, why should you be surprised when a celebrity does the shit? It's no fucking surprise. Like there's no surprise.
Because like politicians, celebrities are worship. Problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
But
we're not putting down no black people. We just keeping it 100. That's what's going on, and that shit is weak, and that shit is not cool. I don't give a fuck what type of life you live, whether you a teacher, a police officer, a motherfucking singer, you know. And that's really what the issue is, because they be like, every time a great black person, blah blah blah, the media want to put them down, blah blah blah. No, what are you talking about? There's a whole bunch of great black people that ain't never made it on TV. That ain't never, that's writing books out this motherfucker. That if you don't go on a book tour, they might not even be on a book tour. Like, what about the motherfuckers that won the Nobel Peace Prize? Like, that's the motherfucker I'd be like, oh shit, every time a black person makes a great achievement, then you find out that he raping somebody. Like, that's what I'd be more devastated about. Not, oh, it's a singer, oh, it's a rapper, oh, it's an actor type shit. Like, I feel like that's where our head as a people is in the wrong fucking place. But
it's not just us though. It's people in pop culture.
yeah, but
Unfortunately.
you know, I ain't taking no responsibility for nobody else but us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit to do with what they got going on. I ain't got shit to do. It still ain't teleport me. I'm still stuck over here. But whatever. All right. My other hip hop news, Cardi B sued Tasha K. So I feel like a lot of people, if you don't like live on YouTube, you really don't know who the fuck she is. Like, you really don't. Like, everybody, pop culture, everybody know who the fuck Cardi B is, but you don't really know who fucking Tasha K is. So she's another one of those people, I guess I wouldn't call it a podcast, but like, she got a YouTube show. Oh, I think I see how it's over there. She got a YouTube show, and she talk about celebrity news. And I mean, for the most part, it's not positive. And so, you know, that's a whole nother thing. When you make a career off of talking shit about people and their mistakes, you know, because I don't know, mistakes and transgressions. How about that? When that's your career, to report mistakes and transgressions and negativity, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you make your money. I can't really be mad or be upset or feel bad for you under these circumstances. I gotta say, as usual, there's three sides to every story. Your side, they side, and the truth side. But what I like to believe is there's a fourth side called the gray area. And the gray area is like more of the, what's the shit when you say it's either relative or subjective. And I think all of that depends on the culture and the time period in which the events happen. And so, you know, I'm not too deep into this story. I just know the background information, and you know, so I'll just get into that. So Tasha K has been going back and forth for years. I used to watch Tasha K maybe a year or two ago. You know, I used to, I guess rely would be the right word, to get some type of kind of like summary of what was going on in hip hop and celebrity culture without like having to make any effort, right? So I don't have to Google nothing. I don't have to look shit up. You know, I just know if I listen to her, she's funny. She drinks on the show, you know. And so she's going to summarize it. She's going to make jokes. She's going to talk trash. But overall, she always made it seem like she had inside information, you know, about these topics that you're, I don't know, I guess I could say like pop-wise, the only other person who seemed like they getting this information is like a Wendy Williams type of thing. So it was like the Wendy Williams underdog, I could kind of say, on YouTube.
Show them who they're dealing with.
And so, you know, again,
I'm going to use your
I
suit's
think they
tracking
said
boxes
it
to
was like
monitor their
2018 or
channels.
2019 where she started releasing a lot of, probably like 2019 when Cardi B like started getting popular. She started releasing a lot of like negative information about Cardi B, which if I seen Cardi B first on like Love and Hip Hop. And so it was pretty obvious, like the way she told her story. She was in a strip club, like she had a hard life, like, you know, on some you do what you gotta do to get where you want to be at type shit. Okay, and everybody know how wild as fuck New York is. So, you know, either you watch the show and you realize that that was like her character, or you didn't. But at the same time on the show, it was like, I want to do better. That was the vibe that they gave her on the show. Like, I want to do better. Even though, of course, when it comes to franchises like Love and Hip Hop or anything similar, you know, the exploitation of mild violence and sneakiness and disrespect, you know, to keep it real is it doesn't really seem like anything to be super fucking proud of. Like, let's just keep it 100. So anyway, between that and the type of music she released, you know, it prompted, of course, when you're making it big, like your enemies or motherfuckers who was around you and jealous, you know, motherfuckers come out and they talk, point blank period. And so one of the things that I noticed is that Tasha K would have people on her show, you know, some of the information she would give you would be like, what do you call it? Like kind of like informants type shit. Like these are people that knew the celebrities, lived with the celebrities, or was in the celebrity's life, and they giving me the tea. A lot of the time it was like, I'm protecting my sources, informants type shit. But then there was also sometimes where, and I could only assume they would, you know, they doing it for money. Like, okay, well, I'll come on your show and I'll tell you what I know if you give me money. I could only assume that that was the circumstances and that's what happened. And so it seemed like she had a lot of people coming on her show to bash certain people, you know, and she would always call it like telling the other side of the story. So basically she's the type of person that this whole situation with Chris Brown, like she would give the girl who's claiming rape, she would give them an opportunity to come on her show to talk about what happened with Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's situations like that. So it was a couple situations where this girl was like claiming to be Cardi B's roommate. And she was like, yeah, I knew her. We used to strip in a club. Like she helped me out. I helped her out. We lived together. Like we went on dates with men. Like, you know, we was both prostituting. You know, like giving up the information. Like her pussy smelled like cheese. She had mad STDs. Like just all, like all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so she gave up all this tea, and it got Tasha K so much, like so many fucking views. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is during Cardi B's come up time. So it's like people was really, you know, they interested and they want to know, like, and it was just, for the most part, it was all bad and it was all negative. You know what I'm saying? What this girl was saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of many instances that Tasha K has reported on some type of negativity in regard to Cardi B. And so Cardi B was suing her for defamation of character. So that's something that Tasha K made widely known. Like she sent her a cease and desist order, you know, going about things I guess the legal way. But Tasha K would like literally read the paperwork and be like, okay, like you're missing things or you don't have all the information, et cetera, whatever. It was like something to be taken lightly and to be joked about. And so the only thing I could say really is like, if you're releasing music and the topic is having sex with men, robbing men, getting money from men, you know, it's hard. It just throws me off if that's what you talk about and then you're gonna sue somebody for defamation of character. Now I do believe that art imitates life, and so, but also that it doesn't always have to be the case. There are a lot of rappers who ain't never sold drugs in their life, but they rap about selling drugs. There's a lot of people who rap about killing people. Ain't never shot nobody in their life, ain't never shot a damn gun, maybe never even held a gun. Like, I know it doesn't always have to be, you know, the case. But, again, after watching you on Love and Hip Hop, after listening to your music, and again, Love and Hip Hop is supposed to be a reality show, but of course everybody has their opinion over that. Like, how much is it scripted, whether it's scripted. Like, are these people playing characters, or is this really who they are? So, I'm just saying, in general, if that's what the fuck you talking about in your music, yeah. So it's like, if it, like, how can you sue me for talking about the same shit that you talk about, but claiming that it's real talk because somebody who claims they know you ultimately said that it was real talk. And so that's what the law, you know, that's what the lawsuit was about. So unfortunately, Tasha K lost. Okay. And that's all I really know. She lost, and I want to get to the amount. Nearly $3 million. Tasha K owes Cardi B nearly $3 million in punitive damages and attorney's fees.
Damn.
Like, and then this is the part that was crazy. Cardi B claims that all of this made her partially suicidal. And
Putting her business out there like that.
Who put her business out there like that, though? And that's what I'm saying. You was on a TV show talk about that shit. You making songs talk about that shit. Talk about running down. Talk about beating bitches' ass. Talk about any means necessary. You know what I mean? Like, talking about you can't come in my house and you can't see me unless you giving me some money type shit, taking me shopping type shit. It's like, it's real easy to say I don't condone prostitution, but you can't be in my life unless, you can't get no pussy unless you give me some money or pay my rent. Like, what the fuck does that sound like? You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I just find it very odd. I'm not on nobody's particular side, you know what I'm saying? I just find it extremely hard to believe that you rapping about this shit and her reporting about the shit, made you suicidal, but you was proud to put this shit on music and songs and get a check for it. And you concerned about your kids and your baby and all this and that. Like, anyway, so that's all I gotta say. Again, hate to promote negativity. I just feel like there's a lot of contradictions. You know, again, I don't, hypocrisy, yeah. Like, I do not agree with, you know, celebrity news to a point. Not even celebrity news, but like the scandal type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, like, somebody need to recognize or at least make it clear that celebrities are that they're humans. Like, they not fucking special. Oh, really? That's what we doing? That's what we doing? Homicidal, suicidal. That shit was crazy. Okay. They ain't even show us hitting the ground, though. They was like, let's keep that out the picture. You know, that shit just,
Maybe they took cover in that
it's just wild. Like, the games people play, it's just wild as shit. So I ain't fucking with that shit. Anything else? I don't know. I see a bunch of
Rap news?
Huh?
You're going.
Manson is working closely with Kanye West on Donda 2. That's surprising. And okay, so Joe Rogan addresses COVID-19 vaccine controversy surrounding his podcast. Do you need to read the story, or can you just talk about it?
The gist of it is, he was talking about, you know, he's an intelligent person, he's opinionated, so, you know, cool. Sometimes you say some stuff, and it's not like he doesn't have help to kind of look stuff up on the fly, but sometimes you just kind of get lost in the sauce. You know, it just becomes dangerous when you have the amount of attention that he does. And
Oh
so
yeah.
when he said whatever he said about COVID, which it was, you know, a bunch of doctors and stuff came out and said it was wrong, whatever he said. You know, a bunch of people got in their feelings about it. One of them was Neil Young, who threatened to pull his music off Spotify if they didn't cancel. Well, you know, if they didn't take his show down, which is feeding into that cancel culture a bit. I understand Neil Young's opinions about it. You know, it's just a lot of people are dying over this thing and stuff. But I mean, you know, you already know. We can talk about Fauci and how hypocritical he is, and just general distrust of the U.S. government, and then you know, like China and all that stuff. So I get it. I get where New York's coming from, but you know, it's like don't do that. Like anyway, so he threatened to pull his music if they didn't pull Joe Rogan's podcast down, and they didn't. So he left, and several other prominent musicians also left. So Spotify lost $1 million, but in the grand scheme of things, they'll make that back right quick because Spotify, as a platform, doesn't really pay their musicians. You get like 1 million views, and it's not really going to end up to being a whole lot of money. You know, it's just kind of the nature of the beast. So it's still kind of a thing that's ongoing. Spotify's kind of doing what happened with Dave Chappelle and Netflix. You know, this is their version of that. Like,
Standing their ground.
people are, yeah,
Freedom of
it's important
speech.
too, because it's like you can be wrong. There's nothing with being wrong, but you know, as soon as it comes to your attention, you know, you gotta shape up and shape out, and then you know, you can come back and be like, hey, look, my bad. Like I said, he's a very intelligent dude, so you know, he came back and did an interview and was like, hey, you know, I said some stuff, it might have been wrong, my bad. Cool.
You saying Rogan did that?
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, so let me read this. Rogan hosted 2 doctors in particular who both discussed COVID-19 and vaccine information in detail, as well as other topics that are simply shunned or not discussed in mainstream news. Rogan himself became a target for allegedly spreading misinformation. Hordes of people who may not have actually listened to the podcast, including this nigga Mobius, including doctors and scientists, began targeting Rogan for cancellation, although Spotify has not budged. So here's the problem. It's worth noting, and shout out to hotnewhiphop.com because that's where I'm getting the information from. It's worth noting one of the podcast guests who caused a stir is Dr. Robert Malone. He is actually the inventor of the mRNA vaccine technology, which inevitably led to the COVID-19 vaccine. The other guest who riled up the public was Dr. Peter McCullough, a cardiologist who is the most published physician in his field in history. At least that's what Rogan stated in the new video clip. And so I just, you know, I have an issue. I'm very proud of Spotify. Again, Mobius had to explain to me who the fuck Spotify is. And I'm going to keep it 100. I have SoundCloud on my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I use YouTube. I'm one of those people. Like, it's fucked up. I'm not cool with it, but, I mean, fuck Pandora. If I got to listen to commercials, you know, let me watch the video, too. Like, I'm over that shit. Anyway.
Yeah, Spotify is probably best explained as the new Pandora. You know.
Exactly. So Mobius had to really like break it down to me. They're linked to everything, blah, blah, blah. They like a premium service. Like everybody other than me fucks with them. So okay, cool. I really find it important, and it's just Mobius is like disclaimer. Neither one of us fucks with Spotify, but I just think it's really important. I just think it's extremely important because, you know, when you have platforms like Facebook that are dominating, and Facebook, and when I mean dominating, because not that many people even use Facebook anymore, especially like pop wise. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Instagram, and it's all about Snapchat, and it's all about like Twitter. Like Facebook bought them shits too. And so it's like when it comes to a platform or opportunity or a safe space to spread your opinion, and like Mobius said, whether your opinion is right or fucking wrong, when it comes to an opportunity and a location to spread your opinion without being like fucking prosecuted, kicked off the fucking website, fucking threatened, like all of this crazy shit that continues to fucking happen. Like that shit is fucking is absolutely insane. Like, and then they're gonna call it, the problem is you're spreading misinformation and it's getting people killed and like all of this extra stupid shit that they be talking about. That shit is absolutely, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's absolutely dumb, but where the fuck is the freedom of speech at? If that's what you're doing, if I can't spread my opinion, whether it's right or fucking wrong, what does freedom of speech really fucking mean? And so I, you know, again, I don't fuck with you, but thank you for standing your ground. Mobius explained like the outside of the story, why everybody's mad at Joe Rogan. I don't feel like he needs to fucking apologize. And when you listen to the two people he had on the fucking show, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Joe Rogan is not a fucking surgeon. But what he did do is have a motherfucking, you know, I mean, not a surgeon. But what he did do is have people who've been in the field and this is what the fuck they do on the show to talk about how the fuck they feel about the situation. Like, that's sick to be persecuted for that. And especially, like, you know, the whole thing with the cardiologists is that they're saying that a lot of men, old and young, are having reactions from the COVID vaccine in regards to their heart. So I understand having the cardiologist on. But the guy who created the mRNA, come the fuck on. Like, how, you know, without actually being the person who created the COVID vaccine, how much closer do you have to get to the subject? You know what I'm saying? To be able to give your opinion and it have value with you trying to say that you out here trying to kill somebody or misinform somebody or like all that extra bullshit. Like that shit is just, it's absolutely ridiculous. So definitely, I don't know who owns Spotify, so I'm gonna pull that up. I just want to shout out to them because obviously we can't fuck with what's the guy that own Facebook and all that.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Okay, Spotify is a Swedish audio streaming and media service provider founded on April 23rd, 2006 by Daniel E. Key and Martin Laurent Zun. It is the world's largest music streaming service provider with over 381 million monthly active users, including 172 million paying subscribers as of September 2021. Okay, so that just makes me feel different. I feel like the only reason why they not backing out of this whole shit is because it's non-American. And Mobius is, he ain't shit. So, yeah. Let's get on to the next subject.
No, I can go right now.
No, I was saying that so I could cut in when I edit to the next subject.
Okay.
And you gonna say, all right. So with that being said, let's move on to the next topic, man, because that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Shout out to Sweden. Shout out to Daniel. You know, shout out to the fucking 172 million paying subscribers, because I ain't doing it. That ain't me.